It's actually technically a 3-foot tree, and the urn that it's in is about a foot tall, so 4 feet total height. This is from the Bedford collection. It's this special flocking technique that Bethlehem Lights does. Each one of these trees has 100 lights, and I'm starting here because this is our most limited. You've never seen it before. Bethlehem Lights has never done it before. They did it for me. I was at their warehouse. We were talking about tree designs. I was looking at the white tree, and I said, you know, for a fun little accent tree like that, it could be really cute on a white tree to do red and green lights. They tried it. We loved it, and I thought for those of you who love the real whimsy of peppermint, you know, red and white stripes, who love those reds and greens all throughout the house, you might love having a red and green tree, red and green lights on your white flock tree. Only 100 of those to go around. This one time only is under $75. This is the lowest price you're going to see it for the next year. So if there was ever a time to get it, you want to get it now, especially when we have the price and the most choices, plus you're getting 3 easy payments, so it's less than $25 a month. Here is the unique Christmas multi. I say unique because, again, Bethlehem Lights let me look through their dozens and dozens and dozens of multicolor light options, and these were the 6 colors that I chose. You'll still have red, blue, purple, green, gold, but there's a really pretty fuchsia in there that I think just gives it this pretty magenta tone that glows so beautifully when you see it against the white flocked tree. I mean, it's almost coming from within. It's total eye candy. I think when you look at it, it makes you happy. And I love this 4-foot size, total size, because it's one of those sizes that you can nestle anywhere. Put it next to your fireplace, maybe at the base of your stairs. Even if you don't use this tree as your main tree, most of you probably won't, it's a little bit smaller. If you want a larger one, we have it. But I think for a lot of you just want to sort of dive into this white flocked world, this is a great price point to do it. So that red and green, yay, you liked it. I feel like Sally Field at the Academy Awards. You liked it, you really liked it. The red and green is sold out. The garland to match that, by the way, is coming up. Now, in the multi, what? There's only 350 to go around in the multicolor. So let me move over now to probably the one that is the most appealing for a lot of you, and that's all white. This is the elegant choice. This is the one that glows. This is the one that is just so pretty. And we're bringing our lights up for 1 second. I'm going to plop down on this chair here to show you this urn, because this was a big deal for me too. I selected this. They showed me different patterns and different designs, but I really loved the texture on this. I didn't want it to be too crazy. This is made of a resin stone material, so it's really durable, nicely weighted, but it's so nicely finished. What I really wanted for all of you was to be able to send you something that when you got it out, you didn't just get the tree and then had to figure out, now what do I do with it? That it wasn't a tree that was on an unstable base, so if you wanted to put it on your hearth, it might tip over easily. I really wanted to give you the complete package, and I feel like we did that with this tree. So here's the all white. Let me talk to you for a second, and don't forget, we have full-size flocked trees coming up shortly, 5 foot, 6.5, 7.5, and 9 foot, our only order of the season on those. A lot of you are ordering more than one of these. That's how I was hoping you would purchase it. I thought these would be so great to have one on each side of your fireplace, one on each side of your staircase, one in each of your child's rooms. But let me tell you a little bit about the flocking detail here, because this is another point of difference with this tree in Bethlehem Lights. So it's an all-white tree. They actually cover up all of the incandescent lights when they do the flocking process. Then they remove those caps so that your lights themselves stay pristine, so that they really glow, so that the flocking isn't clouding or covering those up at all. They've perfected the flocking process so that while you may have a little bit of shedding the first time you take this out of the box, what you can see is as I'm holding this and as I'm touching this, this isn't falling all over the place, and it's not not all over my hands either. So I think this is really a great example of how that flocking process has really, come a long way. Now, we are now half gone on everything. So if you're loving this, and I'm so glad you are, please make sure you're dialing in. This is the all-white version. If you like the garland, can I just go ahead and give you a sneak peek of that item number? Give me 1 second here as I look through all my cards. We have the Bethlehem Lights flocked Bedford garland. The 6-foot is $29 for a 6-foot garland. The 9-foot garland is $39. So if you're wanting those garlands, we're going to talk about those in detail. I have that in red and green too, by the way. But just know as you're placing your order, you might want to get it all at the same time. Here's why I hope you're thinking about this tonight. If you've ever wanted a white flocked tree, here's your chance. Really affordable, really easy to use, already has the urn base, already put together. When you take it out, you'll need to do a little bit of fluffing. You'll need to move it around a little bit. We've already strung 100 lights on this for you, which I think is fantastic. We didn't skimp. My friends at Bethlehem Lights, Brian and Chad, who many of you see here on the air, they'll be the first to say, oh, that Jill Bauer, man, she doesn't let us off easy. She says she wants lights. We tell her how many. She says more. We tell her we can do multicolor and 5 lights. She says she wants 6. She says she wants a unique color combination. We think, how are we going to do that? But somehow they pulled it all off for all of you. So if you like the multicolor, there's only 100 left. So if you want this multicolor, 100 left. Isn't it magical? I mean, when you look at that, isn't that just make you happy? I know a lot of you are like, really, QVC, Christmas in July, it's summer, but how can you not look at that and just be a little happy? Come on, I know, it's getting you just a little bit, isn't it? It's making you smile just a little bit. All you bah humbugs out there, the Christmas in July, this is gonna make you happy. All right, so 100 left in the multicolor, and can I walk over here? We didn't practice this move. Only 500 left here for our wonderful all-white light here. So 500 left, is that what you said, right? 500 left there, 100 left there. We started with 2,000 of these. Oh my gosh, and there's only a few hundred left. So, oh, the multi just sold out. Don't look at it. But the garlands, see those garlands? You should be asking about those because that is one of the lowest priced light intensive garlands I think I've ever seen us offer on QVC. $29 for the 6-foot, $39 for the 9-foot. Absolutely stunning. And while we're at it, let me just wander over. Here's that beautiful all white look. Look how elegant that is. Here's the thing, when you do the white tree with the white lights, same with the multicolor, I have to say, you almost don't have to even put anything on it. But if you do look at my blog that we showed you over on QVC.com, that blog was all about how do you use color with a flocked tree. Stay monochromatic, use pastel colors, try to kind of keep one scheme going, use metallics. Those are really the best ways, I think, to not make your ornament seem too harsh when you see the stark white background of the white tree. Here is that beautiful garland. You can see we kind of created this whole winter wonderland style. And if you love the idea of a flocked tree and you just wish it was bigger, dreams come true tonight on Your Home with Jill. We have 5-foot, 6.5, 7.5, and 9-foot flocked white trees coming up in just a couple minutes. Now, if you want this one time only, we had over 2,000 that we started with. All we have left is the clear, 350 left, and that's it. So let me just review. I'm gonna plop right down here and take you through it. You can see the way they do the flocking. They really bring it out onto the tips, so the tips look a little bit heavier, as if that snow has just landed there on the branches and it's just sitting there. But it's not coming off. You can see as I'm moving this around, it's not falling apart everywhere. My hands are not covered in white. That's a big difference here. We give you the urn. This was one of the Your Home with Jill touches that I really wanted to bring to all of you so that you had something beautiful. I mean, a beautiful tree is nice, but let's face it, if this is something indoors next to your fireplace, in a hallway, it needs a nice stand. I didn't want a stand. I wanted an urn. So this is the one that I picked for all of you. I hope you like the design. Pretty classic, easy to work with all of your decor. I was thinking one of the things I thought could be pretty is you could take a really pretty ribbon and tie that right around the front if you wanted to, just to make it a little bit more festive. 100 lights already pre-strung for you, the Bethlehem lights quality that so many of you know, and we only have 200 or so of these left to go around out of the over 2,000 that we started with. Remember, this price is only good until the end of the day, and it's the lowest price you're going to see on this tree for the next year. Now, good news, everybody. We have our Luminara Holiday Flameless Candle.